Yeah, tell them it's not the same. This the podcast, and we call it not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigns. Then I got episode about the part we not the same. Faith, culture, not the same. Boy, I feel like Robert Dean. And just like Robert been redeemed, glory to the King. I feel like C-Micah, this music with faith in it. Put the word on 808, I'm talking great. Steph Curry with the shot, boy, I'm talking long distance. Boy, you messing with a Grizzly, you would think I played in Memphis. We be going back and forth, this like Serena playing tennis. But it's LLC's up in this thing, that means we stand on not the same. This the podcast, and we call it not the same. Yeah, this the podcast, not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigned. Then I got episode about the part we not the same.
Yo, we are back, and you get us like half a minute early. If you on, lucky you. If you ain't, then okay, you ain't. But anyway, man, look, we're glad to be back for another Not the Same podcast, episode 160. I said it wrong. Episode 60 of season 2 of the Not the Same podcast sports show, hosted by this one word, C-Micah, and that one word, back off the boat.
Right.
Fresh off the boat. Our brother fresh off the boat. He back, man, bro, for the Not the Same podcast show, man. Glad to be back with y'all, man. C, what's up, sis? Good to see you.
What's going on?
Yeah, man.
Girl
so
in the building.
Yeah, glad to be back for another Not the Same podcast, man. Like we said, if you're watching us right now on Facebook, YouTube, pirated stream, all them places, man, number one, just come on to YouTube. Stop being stubborn. But also, man, do what you see on the screen in a few seconds. Number one, hit that like button. Number two, hit the subscribe button if you have not subscribed to Not the Same podcast. And lastly, hit that notification bell. Look, man, the numbers are going up, man, and we're about 100 subscribers for one of our goals. About 100 subscribers for one of our goals. So tell your cousin, tell your homie, tell your partner them, help your boys out so we can reach our first goal. We got plenty goals, but we're about 100 subscribers from our very first goal, man. So, hey, before we even talk about sneaker peeks and all that, salute to us, man. Progress. And shoot, these last couple of months been rough, and for that progress to happen, ain't nothing but Jesus.
Boy.
Go ahead, bro.
Shout out to our rebroadcasters of the Not the Same podcast, our MTMV Sports famo. You see what it is. My girl C is in the comments already. What's going on? Y'all be sure to check her out as the WNBA has kicked off and anything female basketball going on.
Yes.
Sports Talk with C. Check her out. She got some good content. What up, Dom? I see you in the comments. Live Show TV, Takeover Radio, Praise 365, Parable Radio, RYC Praise News, His Hop Radio and Podcast Network, 520 Collective, and the Kingdom Now Network. Those are the rebroadcasters of the Not the Same podcast. One way or other. One of these shows, they rebroadcast something. We appreciate you, One Words. Yeah. We didn't already give a hand clap for ourselves, but we're going to give a hand clap for a very special set of people that we like to call out every single show. If this is your first time joining the Not the Same podcast sports show, those are for our sneaker peekers. For those who don't like to be called a sneaker peek because it sounds a little pervish, then those are for our silent partners. But it's okay. Sneaker peekers. What we do need you to do if you tuning in every single week, hit the like, subscribe, and notification button. That way you ain't just stumbling up on a sneaker peek. You dig what I mean? Just hit the notification buttons and we'll be good with that. What's up with you? See, that's all I got for these one words. There it is.
Once again, like my brother said, hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. Listen, man, we don't do this enough. Most podcasters and streamers do it every 5.5 minutes. We ain't gonna do it that much. But you may see that like and subscribe every once in a while, a little bit more than before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a little weak, bro. It's a little weak. We do not be soliciting for the likes and subscribes, but then tell y'all to like and subscribe. Yeah.
We said at the beginning we get on into the show, and then that'd be it. If you ain't catch it, you ain't catch it. So we're gonna try to do better about that, man.
You gotta do better. D, what's up?
What's up, sis? Good to see you as well. All right, man, let's go ahead and see what is popping. Yes, sir. Somebody tell me what's popping. All right, brother. We're going to go over what's popping. I was about to say the whole thing for tomorrow, but it's not tomorrow. Hey, man, side note before we even get into this. So last week, if you saw the sports show, I didn't advertise I was going to go on by myself. I just went on. I told Rob, but nobody else knew. Well, my wife knew as well. So what was funny, man, when you say your rundown of the people we want to shout out, right? I just typed it all up. I watched one of the shows, and I put it up there on the side where you be, and so I can just read it so I don't miss it.
Hey, no. You was on point. Hey, but yo, give yourself a hand clap, bro, for holding it down. Like, look, to hold down the whole show. Salute to my dude, man. Like he said, man, I was on them waters. You know what I mean? First time taking a cruise or whatnot, and it was quite interesting. And I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
But my man,
easy, but it was worth it, brother.
Yeah, it was definitely worth it. Yeah.
He caught it.
I caught my. Yeah, boy, you threw me. Yeah. So shout out to my boy. Shout out to my boy, man, for holding it down. If y'all don't understand, doing a podcast when you feed off of people and then you feed off comments like we do, because it's a little different. We get the comments and that gives us the energy or whatnot.
Right.
Not having your right hand man next to you when you're doing something and that's what you used to. Man, salute to my brother. I don't know if I could have pulled it off, bro. You did your thing.
It was very, very difficult, but I will give you a chance one day. Trust me. And that boy gonna be like, "I see you when you get back. We off this."
Right. I might try it. I might not. It all depends on what's going on. But the whole show will be a soapbox, and I don't want that. Go. Okay. WNBA news, man. Listen, the Minnesota Lynx are on fire. They remain undefeated at 8-0. As the reigning NBA champions, WNBA champions, New York Liberty also are 7-0. They're undefeated right now.
Man, they pulverize ICC team, the Connecticut Sun. Man, that was ugly. That was real ugly.
You know what? We're gonna have to get my girl back on here because I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah.
I don't know how she feel about the Sun, and if I'm not mistaken, put this in the comments.
Everybody got up out of there, man. That's what was weird.
Yeah, like
they all
what's
asked for
going
trades.
on? Are they selling the team or what's going on? So she could give us the rundown on that. Yeah. But power rankings: the Minnesota Lynx, number 1. No surprise, they're at 8-0. Number 2, the Liberty, they 7-0. The Atlanta Dream, bro, I am number 3. They finally doing something. Phoenix Mercury at number 4 and the Aces at number 5. The crazy part about the Aces being number 5, they're 4-2. Very popular. Of course, you got Asia Wilson and whatnot. And that keeps that franchise popular, along with the coach and everything else that they got going on. But the W is definitely they in full effect right now. Like I said, 8 games in, and them girls, they out there, them ladies out there playing. Injury note, Caitlin Clark. Yes, we got to bring up Caitlin Clark. She's out for at least 2 more weeks due to a left quad injury. And Cameron Brink is out indefinitely, man. They don't know when she's coming back. Hopefully both of those ladies can get back to the court. Man. Yeah. The type of injury that Cameron Brink has when they don't know and they're bringing in specialists and they trying to figure it out. What up, little bro? I just thoughts and prayers go off to Cameron Brink, man, because she's a good talent, bro. Moving over to the what's up? What do you got?
Nothing. Go ahead. Nothing. Carry on, bro. Okay. Nothing.
All right, bro. You left me out. Hold on. All right.
Bad.
NBA news.
My bad. One more thing on the WNBA, man. The Storm lead seeks a trade. Our sister C talked about this on Facebook earlier, man. This is a big Asian center. She wants a trade over playing time. So I wanted to put that up right quick. And also Paige Beckers is in concussion protocol. Go ahead, bro.
I did not know that. The other thing, rookie for the Washington Mystics, she first rookie to hit 100. And I don't think they thought it was going to be her to hit the 100 first. But back to Seattle Storm, man.
Yeah.
They're under investigation again twice in the same year for some questionable coaching antics, bro. So I don't know what's going on with the Seattle Storm. But hey, I know what they said about the young lady who wants a trade. She skipped out playing with the foreign team that she came from, I think Korean team, and she not getting no playing time. So it's like, yo, if she skipped out playing with us, we could have been getting dollars, and y'all got her on the bench. So we'll see what happens.
Hey, it says, I'm going to put this up right quick for the thing you were saying about the Storm. It said a source of WNBA followed up on cursing allegation against the Storm. It would not be any more investigation. It says assistant coach cursed at a Vegas player after the team's game Sunday in Seattle. A source said would not the situation. However, the source said there is not an investigation into the Storm. So I guess they just not going to further dig into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and C just echo what we said.
Yeah, same thing we said.
Lead trade requests, and they are under investigation. So Storm, get it together. You dig what I mean? Like get it together. On the NBA news, man. Listen, the Cavs assistant coach Jordan Ott, never heard of him.
Never heard of this one word.
Never heard of this one word at all. Was hired for the head coach for the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah,
that says a lot.
Yeah,
it really doing. He's the best fit for the job. I ain't heard this mug. No, I don't. Hey,
Stupid.
This is what we're gonna be saying at the end of next season. They ought not hired that one.
They ought not hired that one word. Right.
So moving on from the Suns, they just keep falling further and further away. Tom Thibodeau was fired. We'll get more into this after falling to the Pacers in the conference finals. We'll get more into that a little later in the debate fuel. Suns are working with Kevin Durant to move him to a contender.
Yeah.
I got thoughts on that, but this is not the debate fuel. NBA finals start tomorrow night, Thunders versus Pacers. In that, though, the Thunders had the best record at 68-14. Shout out to the Pacers, man, the underdogs, for real.
Yeah.
In every series they played in this playoffs, they were the underdog, and they was fourth in the East. Nobody saw the Pacers coming out. They had Halliburton as named most overrated, and my man did his thing. And even at fourth in the East, I didn't trip off this. The Indiana Pacers won 50 games this season. They had a 50-win season. That's nothing to sneeze at, bro. Like, back in the day, the Pacers would get into the playoffs with an under 500 record. The East just was horrible like that. Yeah. Last but not least, NHL news, the Panthers will face the Oilers for the second straight year. Last year, the Panthers came out on top of the Stanley Cup Finals, 40-3. This is the 12th time in NHL history that teams went back-to-back years to try to get the championship. The last time this happened was 2008, 2009. The Panthers are good. The reason I want the Oilers to win, because they are the ones who put the Blues out. So if they win, we could say we lost against the Stanley Cup champions. So that's my thing right there.
Self-serving, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, man. That's it on that. Let's get into our soapbox segment. That's the wrong one. Here we go.
Soapbox.
All right, this is our soapbox segment. Me and Rob go off or have thoughts for 2 minutes on whatever subjects on our mind. Rob normally talks about sports subjects. I normally talk about real life, and it would not be any different today. As usual, I let my brother Rob go first. We have a timer look like this. When it's over, we have a DJ sound that sounds like this because I can't find a buzzer. All right. As usual, I let my brother Rob go first. My brother, is you ready?
Yeah, man.
Let's go.
My soapbox has to deal with the gym. I don't know what happens in the ladies' locker room, but there's a new gym that just opened up in the Florissant area called Crunch. And, I got several gym memberships for different reasons. You dig what I mean? You can call it foolish. One got a basketball court, and Crunch got a better facility. It's open. It's modern. But then I go into this little skeet efficiency. If you don't know what efficiency is, that's a one-bedroom apartment where everything is right there. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. I go into the ski locker room, and all these dudes that like to look in the mirror and look at their muscles and do all this and make sure that they being seen. Now I'm in this little ski locker room, and I'm going to say something, no Diddy, but I felt like I was trying to hurry up and get up out this mug, because the next thing you know, cats walking out the shower with nothing. One word, I don't want to look. Listen, bro, this ain't that. This ain't that. I got to deal with it when I go to the other neighborhood, and then it's the wrinkle community want to come out the shower with no towels on. Now I got these little young dudes. Hey, look, bro, YNs, down low ends. Listen, hey, keep it in. I don't want to see that.
DLYNs.
I don't want to see that. I don't care about your lifestyle, but bro, you ain't got to be looking in the mirror and then slowly strip to take your stuff off to go get in the shower. Say that for you, your lady, you, your man, or whatever it is that you do in your life. My point is, I don't want to see it. I come in there to take off my stuff. My clothes are on. It ain't unless I'm in my clothes and I got to take off my dress clothes so I can put on my gym clothes. But there ain't no butterballs, ain't no birthday suits. You dig what I'm saying? We ain't doing that. So I don't know what's going on, bro. But today, I felt like I was in a crunch. I didn't want to go. I might not go back, bro. That might be it. I might be canceling the membership because these cats in this little ski gym. Hey, bro, I don't want none of your sweat from none of that. So, hey, man, get it together, bro. I'm telling you that. Boy, I'm laughing, but I'm to the highest degree of festivity today, bro. Like, I'm done, bro. I'm off the soapbox. Bro,
I almost said this dude's so stupid.
Hey, let me tell you something, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
If a Diddy party is anything like what I had to go through and all I was trying to do is go do chest and triceps today, my guy, I might never go back to crunch again, brother. Go ahead, man. Brother.
All right, man. All right, this is my soapbox, man. So, if you're in the St. Louis area, again, we had tornadic activity. If you was affected by that, man, prayers up to you. I'm sorry. I hate to hear it, man. Bro. Again today. It was unexpected. I knew it was supposed to rain. All of a sudden, it was raining so hard I couldn't see nothing but about a foot in front of me. And then I heard the sirens going out. And then my boss texted me and said, hey, it touched down in Chesterfield, headed northeast. I'm like, dog, I am northeast right now. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, God bless. And that's not even what my soapbox is about. But it sets up the scene. So I go to a bank, a credit union, and it closes at 4 o'clock. And I am the one word that get there every day at 3:50. And I got all type of stuff to do and make them folks work every day. And they all know me. They know my name. And it don't matter because they do it for me because I'm their special customer. It's all good. So I get there late, and there's so many cars in the parking lot. And I'm about to park. I look to my right, and I'm so tired of you one words. UYNs. Parking in a parking space, crooked. I hate y'all with the fire 7 hells. Brother, why is you in there crooked, stunting at the bank? One word, you at the bank, man. And you taking up 3 parking spaces because you trying to flex. One word, it's a tornado outside. We trying to go and you trying to bend the corner as whatever say, one of the Ball brothers say, man, what is you doing, dog? Like, I saw somebody that had a cut Supreme with some rims on it. It was clean, taking up 3 parking spaces with the tire bent. And the bank wouldn't even open. They say, look, we closed because of inclement weather. We ain't trying to get caught up by this tornado. So I went through all this time trying to hurry up, get to the bank, and I got to move and maneuver around this fool that take up 3 parking spots. And you see this all the time. It's always the young dudes that do this. Ain't a lot of old heads do this. Now, if an old head do this, they got an old Cadillac or something. They way at the very, very back. Very, very back because they don't want nobody to touch their car. You ain't right up front taking up 3 parking spaces in the pouring down rain with a tornado siren going on. Please stop it, man. I hate y'all. All right, man, let's get into our debate feud segment.
That's good.
This is our debate feud segment. Me and Rob go back and forth over particular subjects, sports subjects to be in particular. But with that being said, man, we go off for 5 minutes. We got a time look like this. When it's over, we got a buzzer that sounds like. First subject for tonight. Let me get rid of this time and pull up the first subject. Were the Knicks right or wrong for firing Tibbs? Were the Knicks right or wrong for firing Tibbs? Mr. Davis.
Listen, I know we in the moment, but we have said on this show, I'm indifferent. And I'm going to tell you why. We have said on this show that Tibbs run his players into the ground. We've been saying this for the longest. Now, look, Thibodeau is 24-23 in the playoffs. He lost in the first round in 2021. Then he lost 3 semifinal games. And this is the ironic part. Gets them to the conference final for the first time in 25 years. And guess who they lost 25 years ago? Guess who they lost to?
The Pacers.
The Pacers.
The Pacers.
Right. And now they kicking him out. I'm a little indifferent about this because he does run them into the ground. But Tibbs didn't make certain moves that he should have made, in my opinion. And then I'll get more into it after you give your opinion on this, bro.
Okay, my opinion is they're wrong for firing him because all my life the Knicks have sucked. All my life. They've had little blips where they made it to the playoffs. First round, they deuces right up out of there. This is the first time they didn't, I believe before this run, they have won 7 playoff games. They have won like 17 in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? He's got them further than they ever been. Listen, I agree with Rob. He run them players into the ground. But guess what? They play for him. I don't care who complained. Who else did it? You had all these soft coaches, you know what I'm saying, players coaches, and they ain't got you nowhere. You got a real OG type coach, and he won. He took them. Nobody expected the Knicks to be in the Eastern Conference Finals this year. They beat Boston. And listen, Tatum got hurt. They were already leading the series. They didn't win that because Tatum got hurt. They was already winning. You see what I'm saying? This was a different year, and it's all because of that coach. Now, I know he's not great. He don't make great adjustments. He never told nobody to go back against Indiana, and they got fast break on made shots, free throw shots, fast break, running down the court all game. He never had nobody sit back. I get it. But at the end of the day, who are you going to get that's going to get the same results? Because whoever comes in there and don't get to the Eastern Conference Finals,
that's right,
they're going to get looked at like they're a failure. You can't win.
Period.
All you can do is win the championship now. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
And who they gonna get to do that?
To the finals.
And think about the coaching candidates they have right now. Who do you see in that candidate list that will automatically get them to the finals? Because when they hire coaches, you never hire the same type of coach, right? So either you got the bulldog cuss you out coach, Tibbs, or you have the players coach. I can't think of who.
Mike Brown.
Yeah,
I'm saying
Mike Brown a little bit more. He kind of closer to Tibbs. I'm trying to think of Steve Kerr, players coach. Steve Kerr ain't cussing none of his players out. He's players coach. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, only the rookies. So that's their choice now. In their candidate list, I don't see no great choices. You know what I'm saying? You can get the coach for Villanova. They ain't coached in like 5 years. You gonna get the dude from Denver that just got fired.
Yeah, Mike Malone.
They ain't gonna get Mike Malone. He's the same thing as Tibbs.
He's the same thing as Tibbs, and that's why he was out in Denver. So I'm with you on that. I don't know who they bring in, but I'm gonna tell you something. It's strange. Now that what they're saying is Puppy Poo Cat. If y'all know who Karl Anthony Towns, he has a relationship with the upper management from the Kentucky days. Right. So what I'm thinking is when they bench Cat because he wasn't playing no defense and Siakam was smacking him across his forehead. You dig what I mean? And Tibbs made an adjustment. He put Robinson in there. You dig what I mean? He made an adjustment. And Cat probably went crying like, "Coach won't play me." Hey, listen, bro. This is basketball, and you're not playing defense.
Right.
Like you're not one
not
block
stepping up,
in the entire fight. One block? No, this is what you were brought in for. And right now the Knicks are done. OG Anunoby, money. Hart, money. Brunson, money. Cat, money. Like they was passing out money like Skittles. You dig what I mean? And they have no draft picks because of the Miles Bridges trade. They gave up five first round picks. 5 first rounds.
Stupid.
And he showed up for one game. One game, my guy. Now, during the season, they was excellent. They was doing everything, but it doesn't matter. Playoff basketball, and we've said this, anybody who knows basketball or any sports, when you get to the playoffs, it's different. Why? And we talk about this, things slow down.
Yeah.
Brunson, not moving the ball around, just dribble. I don't know what was
the air
going
out
on.
that joint.
Hey, bro, gone. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm indifferent because I know Tibbs run them in the ground and it's an old school coach. And unfortunately, old school type mentality in basketball, now the coaches is out. Plus the coach is the first to go because ain't nobody trying to take on them healthy contracts and mess their futures up.
Right, and beyond that, man, in the NBA, look at every new coach hired. None of them was coaches with experience. None of them was retreads. No retreads have been hired. It's all been assistants or somebody from just like the Ott dude. You know what I'm saying? Nobody heard of this dude. It's a bunch of but everybody, the coach, my team hired. Ain't nobody heard of this dude. You know what I'm saying? Even the Nuggets, they hired the assistant, Adam, the interim. They hire interim guys. They're not hiring the retread coaches no more. So you can scream all day you want Mike Malone. They ain't getting Mike Malone. They finna get some new dude.
And guess what? Don't think y'all about to get my man's Udoka.
Oh, Udoka. Nah, they ain't getting Udoka.
Udoka. Like
Nah, heck no.
Houston is not about to let them go. If
They'll
anything, and I'll
be
say
stupid.
this and we can move in, if anything, Houston about to mess around and pick up KD, and then Houston to be in the finals sometime soon in the next few years. Don't be surprised if KD land in Houston.
All right. Next subject. TNT. Let me put that down a little bit. All right. TNT broadcast their last game. How will you remember them? TNT broadcast their last game. That was the Eastern Conference Finals when the Pacers won over the Knicks. That was the last TNT game ever to be broadcasted by TNT. That's the caveat. Go ahead, bro.
Yo, a lot of people don't like him. Charles Barkley was hilarious to me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like hilarious to me. I will say this: a lot of times I didn't see him. You know it. Shoot, I struggle when we ended. I mean,
Right.
look when it.
Right.
So I don't get a chance to see their full broadcast, and I don't know. I wonder how they're gonna fare with ESPN next year.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
Mm-hmm.
Ernie Johnson is he's a great analyst, the way that he does things.
Right.
Shaq brings his dynamic to it, but in looking at this, because I did look at some of the replay of Inside the NBA,
Mm-hmm.
yo man, we'll see. Can I do without him? Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not.
Right.
I'll watch NBA Game Time before I watch Inside the NBA because there's more highlights and more sports as opposed to hating on the newer players in the league now. Go ahead, bro.
So NBA, Inside the NBA, it is 40, 45% analytics and stats and 50 to 55% comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and they really work for a crowd, for the casual fan. Now, the good thing about them is they are very engaging. They have a unique chemistry that cannot be recreated. ESPN have been trying for years to make a show to compete with that, and they never gotten even close. NBA Countdown does not even, no, it doesn't scratch it. And the thing is, what I don't want, and if you do not know, the show will continue, but it will be on ESPN. It would not be broadcast by, but it'd be an ESPN production. They say it's supposed to be the same one, the same desk with a different logo on the front. But here's the difference. Because it's going through, it's basically like being bartered through TNT or whatever. It's not really being put out. They can't play no highlights. They ain't getting no post-game interviews. So that is kind of weird to me. You know, so I don't get
that guy. I didn't know that detail, bro.
Yeah, so that's gonna be kind of weird how that works. You know, it's gonna almost be like a podcast. I don't know how they're gonna do, because like on ESPN, when the game is over, they go straight to Sports Center, straight to Scott Van Pelt Sports Center. They have the interview or whatever, and it's straight into that. So I've been listening to a lot of podcasts about this. Ironically, we're on the podcast right now, but I've been listening to a lot of podcasts about this. And the ESPN model is they're trying to get as many commercials in as possible. If you watch Inside the NBA, they give them guys time to breathe. You know what I'm saying? You see ESPN halftime, 3 minutes? Then straight to commercials. And it's back. They're doing very, very quick hits. But it's not like that on Inside the NBA. So I think it's going to be a great challenge for them, unless they just leave them alone and let them do what they want to do. Excuse me. Kind of like the Pat McAfee show. Pat McAfee, they cussing everything. Just like, it's like he bought time on ESPN, but they really paid him. Go ahead, bro.
No, I'm with you. I think that's a great analogy. If they let it be like Pat McAfee, then they're gonna soar, because Pat McAfee doesn't play anything. Basically, with Pat McAfee, it's like me and you. We're doing an interview. We just talking. We chopping it up. Right. Studio full of his partners, which is a part of the production team, and they saying and doing whatever, and it works perfect. Yep. Yeah, and I do mean whatever. So if they allow that to come over to ESPN, that'll be great. It's going to be weird with no highlights. But being that you brought up the Pat McAfee show, he doesn't show many highlights.
No.
They'll talk about some stuff, but it'd be stats scrolling. It don't be highlights. Yeah. So that's a different dynamic, bro. I didn't realize that. So you just brought that to my attention. But how will I remember this show? Funny moments, man. It's funny moments. I've watched Kenny Smith knees get worse and worse over the years, bro. Worse and worse. You know what I'm saying? So but all jokes aside, just the comedy factor is what I like. I never liked their the analyst standpoint of the show. I like the comedy factor.
Yeah, it seems like that Ernie and Kenny are more the analysts, and Shaq and Barkley is the comic relief. Now, Shaq and Barkley, they know sports and they know basketball, but they just play dumb, in my opinion. I think they play the role. I think they're up there having fun, don't really care. Because they said to me, I ain't even watched the game. Well,
right. They just get out there talking.
Just get out there talking. I ain't watched the first half. Like, bro, what is you doing? But anyway,
they watch
man,
the highlights and comment on it, like same way that most of us do who don't get a chance to see all the games.
This is the point. Now, for people that's thinking, and this, let's talk about this right quick, bro. This is not one of our topics, but I want to bring this up too, because we will be talking about no. I'll wait till we talk about the matchup, and I'll bring it up then.
Okay. Bet.
All right, next subject, man. Should Halliburton won the MVP over Siakam? Why or why not? Should Halliburton have won the MVP? And I'm talking about the Eastern Conference MVP, not the overall
the Larry
MVP.
Bird. Yeah, the Larry Bird trophy.
Over Siakam. Why or why not? Now, if you saw the video before you answer, Halliburton thought he won it. He actually stepped up and bleeped around and found out it was not you, dog. Go ahead, bro.
No, so I'm gonna put these stats out here in the Eastern Conference Finals. So Halliburton averaged 21, 6 rebounds, 10.5 assists, 2.5 steals, 3 blocks per game. Siakam averaged 24.8, 5 boards, 3 assists, 1.3 steals, 0.7 blocks. But he shot 52% from the field, 50% from the arc. The reason why Siakam beat Halliburton, because Halliburton disappeared in one of the games.
Yeah,
I really believe that. He disappeared. And this is the reason, and Dominic, if you still on, this is the reason when I was doing the little parlay things that my sons had talked me into, I messed around and found out you better not ever put money on Halliburton because you don't know what you're going to get with this guy. I'm not saying that he's overrated, but 1 minute he has the triple-double, and the next minute he has 6 points. So that's why Siakam got it. It was a consistency factor. Right. My man shot 52% from the beat inside the arc, and another 50. Man, like he was hitting half his shots. Period. So that I believe it was messed up. My man thought he had it, right? But I believe it was just that Siakam got it. Real talk, just from the stats.
I think if it had not been for that one dud game, he would have won it because he's the bigger star, right? And he had some spectacular plays in that series, but Siakam was steady. The one bad game that the Pacers had, Siakam still got off. Siakam was the vet out there. He was killing these dudes with the pivot, step back. They couldn't do nothing with him. Nothing. With him, bro. And he was hitting the three, and he was on the run. He was doing the Euro step, doing the Euro and laying it up on these dudes back to back to back, man. He was consistent. Now, when it comes to popularity and you want to get the numbers, Halliburton should have won it. But if you're going for pure these stats, and I think it was only 9 people that voted. So it was 5-4. So it was a real close vote.
And that was probably why.
And I think the problem is, number one, why do you have an odd number of people voting? That's weird to me. Well, I guess you're trying to get a winner. But you should at least have 11 or 21 or something. I guess they had only the people that was actually there, the only writers that was actually there vote or something. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. But I can't argue that Halliburton should have won it because of that one bad game. And that is the thing about Halliburton. Halliburton is on the verge of becoming a superstar. But those bad games, one thing about superstars, they're consistent. A superstar bad game is 18. 18 points, 19 points, not 8. You know what I'm saying? And, superstars going to live in them 30s and 25 and above. Or, Halliburton is he's kind of more of a role breaker. Yeah, you're right. You're right, sis. Good to see you, too, as well. Pretty girl loves sports.
Sis?
Yeah. But she's right. It's for the tiebreaker. But I really think Halliburton is more of a kind of like a system quarterback, but flashy. You know what I'm saying? Because he got the juice, but you watch him, he ain't just like no super dribbler. He dribble with angles. You know what I'm saying? He ain't crossing you over. He do these he's more hezzies. You know what I'm saying? He catch you with the hezzies. Yeah. And his shot is so weird. His shot is so weird, but that joint pure, he shoots so far above his head. It goes in. He catch these folks off the dribble a lot because they think he about to go and he'll just pull up. But I think he's a great player, man. I got to give him his just due, his just deserts, man. And Shy is a superstar, no doubt.
Yeah, no doubt.
He MVP,
No doubt.
and he deserved it.
He deserved
Go
it.
ahead,
He deserved it. If you look at the stats, we're not going to talk about stats
Jokic
for the
could have had
MVP
it.
for Jokic. Because
Yeah,
Jokic averaged the straight triple.
But let the one word get it this year. It's all good.
We got to let the one word get it. We got it. Okay. Hey, Canada. Anyways, this is reminiscent of Brown, Jalen.
Yeah.
And Tatum.
Right.
Because
right.
Halliburton is not flashy. Siakam has a little more passion when he go into the hole. So that's what it reminded me of. It reminded me of the Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum situation.
Right.
The same way. But I mean, it's just the way Halliburton stepped up, like the MVP.
He was so ready. He was so ready.
So and the cameras catch everything. But Siakam got it strictly for. And like like Dad said,
the one word Canadian. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to him, and we'll get on him in a minute. It's just I think Siakam got it because he had that dud game. Otherwise, he definitely would have got that Larry Bird trophy, especially with the triple double.
All right. Thoughts on the NBA Finals matchup? How will it go, and who will win it, Mr. Davis?
I've been saying this, and even when we had our man Wilders on,
yes, sir,
I said OKC, and I think you and Wilders run against me, but I said OKC, and I'm going to continue to say OKC, and the reason why, it's the defense, bro. I ain't seen a team play defense like this since late 90s, early 2000s. The Detroit Pistons type defense, where, Tayshaun Prince could shoot,
right,
and you had Chauncey Billups, big shot Billups or whatever, but their defense was impeccable, bro. And that's this squad. Like, everybody plays defense.
Yeah, I have to say the OKC Thunder. I think they will win it. Thoughts on the finals matchup? I think it will be a much better matchup than what people think.
Yeah, I do believe
I think it'll be much better than what people think, because this is gonna be much. I think the Knicks would have got ran. Like, I think they'll at least get one. Bare minimum, I think the Pacers gonna get one just by their pace. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know that OKC will run with them as well, but the difference is OKC get a lot of their points over turnovers. Pacers don't turn the ball over a lot. Halliburton had one of the best turnover percentages in the league. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And he's not a dribble guy like Brunson. And that's when you get messed up against the OKC Thunder. When you dribble too much, that's when you get the ball taken from you. Because these dudes, they smacking, they grabbing, they also play good defense. They foul a lot too now. You watch it. These dudes be fouling, but they also play great defense as well. Many great defensive teams foul you like crazy as well. The Detroit Pistons back in the day, my Grizzlies, when they was a super defensive team, all of them, they beat you up. That's what they do. They get known for being defensive teams, and then when they get that way, the refs kind of be like, oh, no, that wasn't no foul. They too good on defense. But OKC deserve all the praise and the props they're going to get, but I really believe it's going to be more of a series than the world and the nation is going to think, and it leads me to the thought I wanted to say earlier. All these people tripping about markets thinking this ain't going to be good. Listen, man, the real NBA fans going to love this series. The casuals going to hate it because the casuals ain't going to watch it, and they're going to look at it. They're going to look at the ratings be like, see, ain't nobody watching this. And then they mess around and actually watching, be like, oh, these teams are actually pretty good. The Pacers don't suck. You know what I'm saying? The Pacers are an awesome team. 4th seed or not, 50 wins or not, they are an awesome team. They had knocked out some giants. They knocked out Giannis, them. You know what I'm saying? They knocked out the Knicks. They beating these dudes, and it hasn't been like banana peel wins or like all luck. No, they beating these teams.
No, they beating them.
And listen, teams get hot at certain times. I don't think they have the talent of OKC, but one thing they have, one advantage that the Pacers have over OKC, coaching.
Because Rick Carlisle is
Rick
not
Carlisle
a joke.
Is a Hall of Fame level coach. Now,
Yes,
Mark
he is.
Dadno is a good coach. He is not Rick Carlisle. Carlisle already won a chip. He won a chip against your Heatles, when your Heatles was the Heatles, with Juan Carlos, JJ Barrera guarding LeBron James. Rick Carlisle did that. Remember, I know you remember. I ain't trying to bring up old
the
news.
NBA did that, brother.
No,
But go
okay.
ahead.
Okay. All right. Rick Carlisle. That's a great coach. And I think this is the perfect type team for him to be able to coach. Go ahead, bro. Yeah, they humbled the Cavs too. Thank you.
They did. They truly, that was the eye
humbled them.
opener right there. That was the eye opener, and that's why I think
I almost swept
on the Pacers side, on the Pacers side of things, that's why I feel like the Pacers like, yo, what we got to lose? We beat the Cavs. Nobody saw that coming. You dig what I mean? Now,
Cavs
granted,
won 64 games.
They did, and OKC won 68. They had the best record in the league. Now, what I will say about for my casual fans, you got two of the best fan bases in the NBA. OKC fan base was so good. That's why they got granted OKC when Seattle was temporarily moved down to OKC, and everybody was bidding for a team. OKC got it because of the fan base that they have. Indiana fan base is great, whether it's for the Pacers or it's for the Fever. Regardless of what, they have a great fan base. And that's what's going to make the NBA Finals good, because when you're watching that live broadcast, the atmosphere in itself is going to be bananas. You dig what I mean? But when it comes to that 94 feet inside those lines, I'm going to agree with Dez. They have a better balanced team. The only way that I see OKC winning this game, losing this series, is a big-time injury to one of their key players, because you get the depth is ridiculous, bro. Like, you could just go on and on. Now you also got just a little bit of depth, but you got some heart over on the Pacers side, and they beat the Cavs. So they beat every giant you can think of. Yeah, they beat the giants you can think of in the East. You dig what I mean? So they coming in on house money, and if you got house money, you ain't got nothing to lose. They wasn't even supposed to be here.
No, you know. Let's do this right quick, bro. Just off the cuff. If you had to devise a plan to beat OKC with the Pacers, what would it be? What do you think? What should the Pacers do to beat OKC?
I'm letting Shea get off, and I'm focusing on J-Dub.
Yep.
And I'm focusing on I'm beating up Chet or Chet.
Yeah,
I'm beating him up every time I'm going straight to his ribs. You dig what I'm saying? Like, we ready to beat him up. I feel like, because Shea had some bad games in these playoffs, and it was the team that brought him through. So hey, okay, let him get his 35, 40, whatever the case may be. The rest of these one words ain't scoring. We locking them up, because Shea gonna get it. Listen, Shea probably about to break the record of most free throws in the NBA Finals.
Facts.
You dig what I mean? Let that one word score.
Let him
score. Focus on J-Dub. Focus on Dort. Don't let that one word get. They're so
rainbows.
deep. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're so deep, but I'm beating Chet up down low. You dig what I mean? So Turner, play one word ball on this boy. You dig what I'm saying? Take him to the city. You know what I'm talking about. And as far as J-Dub, you can get in his head, because he gets flustered sometimes to start doing stupid stuff. He has some bad games also. So knock them two out, and you may have a chance, bro.
Yeah, if I was the advisor of the plan, number one, I would let Shea do whatever he want to do. I wouldn't even waste my time trying to stop him. I wouldn't. But I would do all the junk defenses, weird ones, boxing one, all them weird things that aggravate teams. You know what I'm saying? Because those teams, I would make them shoot threes, because they're good because they shoot in the mid-range. They're like one of the few teams in the NBA that shoot in the mid-range. You watch Shea, he is moving beat to beat just like Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Without the athleticism, dunking and all that, but that footwork is just like Kobe. Kobe didn't shoot threes well. Make Shea shoot them threes. You know what I'm saying? And then on the other end, beat them up. I don't know what happened right there. But yeah, on the other end, beat them up. Like, make them play defense. You know what I'm saying? Don't just go to hole and bomb them in the neck. You know what I'm saying? And hey, you trying to win. You know what I'm saying? Put them on the defense, man. Because listen, I think that series with Denver would have been different if the old boy wouldn't have got hurt. Aaron Gordon played, he should not have been playing. You know what I'm saying? Now, I give the OKC all the respect, because they beat some real teams. I think they had the biggest challenge with Denver. You know what I'm saying? And that shows you how great Jokic is. Jokic is great, like all caps.
But they shut him down.
They shut him down. They still went to 7. Think about it.
Yeah, no
He
doubt,
still
bro.
took them boys to 7.
And that's why he ended up
Shutdown Jokic.
with a shutdown Jokic and a hurt Aaron Gordon. You're absolutely right, but that's why Shea ended up with the MVP because he put him out.
Yeah,
Had it been vice versa, then
and they had an
Jokic
interim
would've got it.
coach. They ain't have no head coach. They got
They
with an
did.
interim. Now he the head coach
Yeah.
now, but he was the interim coach and did that. Jokic.
Yeah.
I mean, it was you saw in that series. Jokic took the clipboard like telling them what to do. Like, nah, I'm the coach. I'm the captain now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, I think that's how I would do it, man. I wouldn't even focus all on Shea. I let Shea get off, handle all his business, shut everybody else down, and that would be my hope. And do exactly what they did to the Knicks. Run that ball. Run. Now, I know they'll run with you. I get it. They will run with you, but I think their bigs are a little bit better than OKC bigs. Now, I really, really like Chet. Chet is very, very good. Miles Turner is good. He a little zesty, but he good. You know what I'm saying? He is. I really like the dude that be doing the East Side in the games. I forget his name. He used to play for the Knicks.
Yeah. You talking about
East
Obi
Bay,
Toppin.
doing the East Bay in the game.
Oh, yeah, Obi Toppin.
Obi Toppin.
Yeah.
They're a deep team, man. Thomas Bryant, this dude, a journeyman, dropped three threes in a row, splashing, looking like Curry out there. So anyway, man, we went along with that one, man. But
no, it's good. So who you got and how many? I got OKC in 6.
I got OKC in 6. I think the Pacers gonna give them more fight than anybody thinks, but they cannot win this.
If it goes 7,
it goes 7. I don't know, but OKC in 6.
Yeah,
OKC in 6 for me. All right, man. Thoughts on the new NBA All-Star Game format? If you do not know, Adam Silver came out and changed the NBA All-Star Game to basically something they used to do in the rookie game, which is going to be America versus basically all foreign countries. And
the world.
America
world,
versus
Craig.
the world. Yeah, the whole world, Craig. Your thoughts on this, bro?
I love it.
Mm.
I love this new format. I'm going to say because while you think the U.S. is about to be dominant, y'all thinking about the LeBrons, the Stephs, they're past their prime.
Right.
Some of the top 10 players in the league are on the world team. SGA, Joker, Luka, Giannis, Sabonis, Jamal Murray. That's just to name a few. But what this is going to do, now we playing for pride. This becomes the Olympics at All-Star time. Because we playing for pride. We're not about to let these one words. Because you know Aaron, what's your boy, the fake goon that was on your squad and now play for Houston? Dylan.
Oh, Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks. So, you know if Dylan, and not only that, it frees up more all-star slots on both sides now. Because now I don't have to give, now I can give 12 foreign, 12 U.S., and I can get some people that didn't make it because a popular vote. You dig what I mean? If everybody voting for Luka, so what? They voting for Joker, SGA, all them one words aren't going to be on the same team anyway. We just talking about starters at this point. Go ahead, bro.
I don't love it. And here's why. I don't think nothing we're going to do is going to make them compete in the All-Star game. I actually think they never have competed in the All-Star game. Here's why. We think they did because we was kids. When we say they competed, how old was me and you? Teenagers. Man, they used to play hard. We ain't know. We saw our favorite players in there doing type of things. Now I think they played a little bit more defense. I ain't going to go overboard with this. But I don't think it's the same. I think it's an exhibition game. You know what I'm trying to say, one word. Yeah.
I got you, bro.
You know what I'm trying to say? You know what I'm saying? Before we mess around and say the wrong word. Nah, man. So I don't love it because the USA finna get washed, dog.
Oh, boy.
I mean, now that this is actually what's going to happen, Jokic, Shea, you know what I'm saying, from Canada. Dylan Brooks ain't gonna never be no All-Star, but Jokic, Shea, who else, bro?
I'm with Dom. It's way better than today, though.
Okay.
I
seen both. I seen both.
Listen, bro.
But I'm saying now, I would take this from your son because your son wasn't alive during the time when we all said it was good, right?
You're right.
We was all like 3 years younger than him then, and then we was like, yeah, this is great, this is the best. But you gotta remember, we were kids, and these were our heroes all playing. Now, to be honest, I think they play a little bit tougher, but I just think it's always been an all-star game. Ain't
Bro,
never been
that
no
was
all-star
flagrant
game that was
fouling.
under 100 points. They was always up at 130, 140 points. Always.
They
It just was close at the
flagrant
end, and they
back then,
played a
bro.
little bit
Yeah,
in the last 10
exactly.
minutes. That's what it was.
It always,
Or the
it
last
always
5
got
minutes.
to the last 5 minutes was always close, and them boys went
Yeah.
playing hard as ever, and that's what made it fun. Now it's just blow ups and layup lines and slam dunk contest dunks at the end. So, I all I'm gonna say is, I gave you some of the top 10 players on the world side.
Right.
Jason Tatum,
Yep.
Bron will be there. Steph will be there.
Ant
Doesn't be
Ant Edwards.
Ant will be there.
Embiid ain't gonna know what he want to do.
Embiid ain't gonna know. You know what I'm
Wherever
saying?
he choose.
He gonna say it's a process depending on how he choosing.
Probably maybe Kawhi if he ain't hurt. KD.
Yeah, KD will be there.
So all the American stars are old.
Donovan
basically.
Mitchell.
He ain't old.
No, he's not old. But I'm just saying all of the people that are in Ant not old. Ant got some killer in him. I'm trying to think of all. Halliburton will be there.
Yeah.
It'll be good, man. But I think Pride will be on the line. At least the first 2 All-Star games.
I hope so.
Pride to be on the line, and then after that, then it may go back to a glorified layup line.
I hope so. She said,
that's a good question.
But is it really all-stars then? That's what I'm saying, sis. Like, is it really all-stars? Because you're going to be fishing from a weird pot trying to get up to 12. And then, beyond the 12, why is it 12? NBA rosters are 15. Why the all-star game 12?
It was 12 because they couldn't get all them one words in there. It wasn't 15 all-stars that go on both sides. Because then you are
find 15. You can have 15. It's 15.
You can have 15 now.
Players. Yes.
You can have 15 now.
I'm saying back then it wasn't 15 players on a roster. See what I'm saying? It mirrored the rosters. The rosters were 12 players on the roster. Now there's 15 players on the roster. So why not be 15 at the All-Star game?
Because then you get people who only get 2 minutes of playing time at the All-Star game.
They'll be all right, play better.
Because you got coaches who ain't going,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Not going to play, go down their bench. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, shoot, you can put it at 9 for all I care. I just know what's getting ready to happen is Pride to be on the line, and I'm with Dez with this one. And when you say, is it really an all-star game at that point? It is going to be weird. I want to see how the voting's going to go, but I love the new format. I love the idea of it.
I got you. So Rob say yay, I say nay. But that's it for that, man. Let's get into our last part of this show.
Oh, no one word of the day? Okay.
I ain't had one. You had one?
The Knicks. The Knicks front office.
All right,
are the one words of the day.
They are the one word. One words of the year.
Yeah. Because
Dummies.
if y'all think Mike Malone about to come in there, he gonna lose the locker room in the same way he did up in Denver. But anyway, have 100%. You ever thought I really enjoy what these guys are doing with this podcast? How can I support them? How can I be a blessing? Look, we still forgot to let this mug fly throughout the show. But hit that like notification. That like, subscribe, and notification button so you know that we are live. Like C said earlier, we are very, very close to our goal. The way y'all have been supporting us in the comments, that's great. That's a form of support. If you want to financially support, hit the Not the Same Podcast Cash App, Not the Same Podcast. The website, notthesamepodcast.com/support. I will be updating that thing this week. Hopefully, I will be updating it this week. I did miss last week, of course, because I wasn't in this mug. But those are the ways that you can support the Not the Same Podcast, man.
All right, man. Hey, tonight, if you enjoy tonight, come back tomorrow, man, for our Not the Same Podcast, where we talk about the hottest topics as well as playing some of the latest and greatest of CHH music and positive music, and we talk music. So make sure you tune in tomorrow at the same time. With that being said, I am C-Micah.
I'm Robert Dean.
And we are out, man. We see y'all later.
Tell them it's not the same. This the podcast, and we call it not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the goat and then tell you that Jesus reigns. Then like an episode about the part we not the same. Culture not the same. Boy, I feel like Robert Dean. And just like Robert been redeemed, glory to the King. I feel like C-Micah, this music with faith in it. Put the word on 808, I'm talking great. Steph Curry with the shot, boy, I'm talking long distance. Boy, you messing with a Grizzly, you would think I played in Memphis. We be going back and forth, it's like Serena playing tennis. But it's LLC's up in this thing, that means we stand on not the same. This the podcast, and we call it not the same. Yeah, this the podcast, not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigned. Then knock an episode about the